Hello, and welcome back to Home Design, your go-to destination for inspiring home design, stunning outdoor spaces, and smart decorating ideas. Today, we're taking a deep dive into one of the most rewarding parts of home design, the home garden. Whether you have acres of land or a single balcony, your garden has the potential to become a sanctuary, a gathering place, and a personal expression of your style. And in this video, you'll discover the must-try garden ideas of 2025 that are setting trends across the globe. And yes, we'll talk about low-maintenance landscaping, because nobody wants to spend their weekends endlessly pruning and watering. We'll cover the latest in drought-tolerant plant design, native species landscaping, and sustainable gardening features that look as though they came straight from a luxury design magazine. You'll also learn about integrating pergolas, organic fabrics, solar-powered lighting, and even biofuel fire pits to create outdoor spaces you'll love all year long. I'll walk you through the process step by step, first understanding your garden's unique conditions, then exploring styles, choosing plants, adding features, making it sustainable, and finishing it all with details that make it yours. Whether you're dreaming of a romantic cottage garden, a clean-lined modern escape, or a wild, pollinator-friendly meadow, you'll find actionable ideas you can start on right after this video. So settle in, maybe grab a notebook, because this is your ultimate guide to beautiful home gardens, full of practical advice, creative design inspiration, and the fresh, trend-forward ideas that will make your outdoor space the envy of the neighborhood. Segment 1. Understanding your garden's potential. Before planting a single flower or bringing home that gorgeous ceramic pot, pause to truly observe your space. This is the foundation of great garden design and the step that many homeowners skip. Walk your garden at different times of day and take notes. Where the sun hits in the morning, which areas are shaded in the afternoon, and where water tends to pool after heavy rain. These microclimates will determine what plants will thrive without constant maintenance. The next consideration is purpose. Gardens aren't just for looking at, they're for living in. Decide what your garden will do for you. Do you want a calm retreat for reading? A space for hosting friends? A productive area for growing vegetables and herbs? Or a multi-zone layout that offers different experiences within the same space? Knowing your primary use will guide every decision you make. Think also about movement and flow. Where will people walk? How will you connect different areas? If you're designing from scratch, sketch simple pathways that feel natural and guide visitors through the space. Even in small gardens, thoughtful circulation can make the space feel bigger and more intentional. Scale is another key factor. In small spaces, oversized features can dominate, while in larger gardens, tiny elements can feel lost. The solution? Layering, placing tall plants or trees in the background, mid-height shrubs or flowers in the middle, and low-growing plants at the front. This creates depth and dimension without overwhelming the senses. Finally, let your home's architecture inform your garden's design. A farmhouse might call for rustic wooden fences, natural stone paths, and climbing roses, while a sleek, modern home pairs well with minimalist planting, gravel beds, and bold sculptural plants. The best gardens feel like they're in conversation with the house they surround. Segment 2. Choosing the right garden style. This is the stage where creativity flows. Selecting a garden style sets the mood for the entire outdoor space. One of the biggest trends this year is the modern rustic garden, where the raw textures of reclaimed wood, natural stone, and weathered metals meet the clean lines of contemporary furniture. This combination feels grounded and timeless while still being on trend. If you're after a more vibrant, lush atmosphere, a tropical garden design might be your best fit. Layer large-leafed plants like banana palms and elephant ears with colorful blooms like hibiscus and bird of paradise. Use bamboo pergolas or rattan furniture to create shaded seating areas. And don't forget water features. Tropical gardens thrive on the sound and sight of moving water. If romance and charm are what you crave, a cottage garden style might win your heart. Here, abundance is key. Roses climbing over arches, lavender spilling over borders, and a patchwork of flowers that bloom at different times for continuous color. Pair this look with vintage metal chairs, a weathered wooden bench, and maybe even an eco-friendly fire pit for cozy evenings. Minimalists may fall in love with the contemporary Zen garden, where the focus is on simplicity and balance. Use gravel, smooth stones, and carefully pruned plants like Japanese maples or bamboo. Add a reflecting pool or sculptural water feature, and keep furniture low and streamlined. This style offers a meditative retreat from daily life. Segment 3. Plant Selection and Layering Techniques. Plants are the lifeblood of any garden, but the selection process goes far beyond picking what looks pretty. Start with structural plants, trees, tall grasses, and shrubs, and will form the skeleton of your design. These provide year-round interest and help define garden rooms or zones. Once you have the backbone, introduce seasonal color. Choose plants that bloom at different times of the year, so your garden evolves with the seasons. Imagine tulips and daffodils in spring, hydrangeas and roses in summer, chrysanthemums in autumn, and evergreens or holly berries in winter. This approach keeps your garden visually engaging 12 months a year. Layering is essential for creating depth and richness. Place tall plants toward the back or center, depending on your layout. Medium-height plants in front of them, and low growers or ground covers at the very front. This creates a cascading effect that draws the eye naturally through the space. Don't overlook the power of foliage contrast. A mix of fine, feathery textures and bold, broad leaves keeps things dynamic. Color variation in foliage silver, purple, and variegated greens can add dimension even when flowers aren't in bloom. Lastly, embrace native plants. They're adapted to your local climate, resist pests more effectively, and often require less water. They also provide essential habitat for pollinators like bees and butterflies, turning your garden into a mini ecosystem. Segment 4. Adding water features and garden structures. Water has a magical way of transforming any outdoor space. The gentle trickle of a fountain or the serene reflection of a still pond can instantly change the mood of a garden. If you have the space, a small pond surrounded by rocks and water-loving plants creates a natural, calming focal point. Beyond water, architectural structures like pergolas can serve both form and function. A pergola draped with climbing plants like jasmine or wisteria creates a shaded escape that looks beautiful from inside the house and feels magical when you're sitting under it. Consider adding sheer organic fabrics for an airy, romantic touch, or go modern with clean wooden slats and sleek metal framing. Arbors and trellises are another way to bring vertical interest into your garden. Place them at entry points or use them to divide different garden zones. Covered with roses, clematis, or even grapevines, they create a sense of arrival and offer natural shade. If your garden style leans modern, you might opt for geometric trellises in black steel for a bold, contemporary contrast. For those who love versatility, a garden pavilion or outdoor room can take your space to the next level. Think of it as a semi-enclosed living area equipped with weatherproof furniture, string lights, and maybe even an outdoor kitchen setup. In cooler climates, these spaces can be fitted with retractable walls or heating elements for year-round enjoyment. Finally, remember that every structure is also a potential focal point. Whether it's a rustic wooden bench under a tree, a hammock strung between posts, or a bold sculptural gazebo, these features draw the eye and invite people to linger. They add shape and story to your garden, making it more than just plants and soil. It becomes a lived-in, loved space. Segment 5. Sustainable and low-maintenance garden ideas. One of the biggest shifts in gardening today is towards sustainable and low-maintenance designs. Homeowners want spaces that are eco-friendly, cost-efficient, and easy to care for without sacrificing beauty. The starting point is to work with your environment rather than against it. Choose plants that naturally thrive in your climate and soil, so you spend less time and fewer resources on upkeep. Rainwater harvesting systems are increasingly popular, capturing water from your roof to use in the garden. Pair this with a drip irrigation setup and you'll drastically cut down on water waste while keeping plants healthy. Mulching garden beds with wood chips, straw, or composted leaves not only locks in moisture, but also nourishes the soil over time. If you're replacing a lawn, consider ground cover alternatives like creeping thyme, clover, or ornamental grasses. These options require less mowing, less water, and provide year-round visual interest. In arid climates, you might combine these with gravel or decomposed granite pathways for a stylish, water-smart design. Upcycling is another sustainable choice that adds character to your garden. Turn old pallets into vertical planters, repurpose wooden crates as herb boxes, or transform a vintage bathtub into a statement flower bed. Using reclaimed materials reduces waste and often results in one-of-a-kind features you won't find in any store. Lastly, sustainable gardens are designed for longevity. Instead of high-maintenance annuals, focus on perennials and shrubs that return each year with minimal care. Combine them with edible plants like herbs, berries, or vegetables, and your garden will nourish both you and the planet. Segment 6. Garden lighting and nighttime ambience. A garden doesn't stop being beautiful when the sun goes down. Good lighting ensures it remains enchanting well into the evening. In 2025, solar-powered LED lights are the standard for stylish and eco-friendly outdoor illumination. They're easy to install, require no wiring, and harness the sun's energy during the day to glow softly at night. Use uplighting at the base of trees to highlight their form, or aim spotlights at architectural features like pergolas or water fountains. Pathway lighting ensures safe movement while adding a welcoming glow for guests. Even subtle touches, like recessed lights in steps or decking, can create a polished, high-end look. For a cozy, intimate vibe, drape string lights across a dining area or hang lanterns from tree branches. These create a sense of magic and make your garden an inviting space for evening gatherings. If you're after a more dramatic effect, combine warm and cool light sources to create layers of depth and contrast. Water features can be enhanced with submersible lights, making fountains shimmer or koi ponds glow at night. And for a bold statement, add a color-changing LED system that lets you shift the garden's mood with the touch of a button. Soft white for a calm dinner, vibrant tones for a lively party. Finally, don't forget fire as a source of light and warmth. An eco-friendly fire pit or biofuel fireplace becomes a natural gathering spot, perfect for roasting marshmallows or sharing a glass of wine under the stars. The flicker of flames paired with ambient lighting can turn any evening into a memorable one. Segment 7. Finishing touches and personalization. The last stage of designing a garden is where it truly becomes yours. This is where personality, creativity, and sentimentality come into play. Consider incorporating garden art from metal sculptures and ceramic ornaments to mosaic stepping stones that tell a story. Choose pieces that reflect your taste and feel harmonious with the garden's overall theme. Seating areas deserve special attention. Upgrade benches or chairs with cushions made from organic, weather-resistant fabrics like linen or hemp. Choose colors that complement your planting scheme: earthy tones for a rustic garden, bright patterns for a tropical style, or monochromatic shades for a modern look. Scent is another underappreciated design element. Position fragrant plants like lavender, jasmine, or rosemary near walkways or seating zones, so their aroma enhances your time outdoors. Even potted citrus trees can perfume the air with blossoms in spring and offer fruit later in the year. Don't overlook the joy of interactive features. A small raised bed for herbs near the kitchen, a bird bath that attracts feathered visitors, or a weatherproof shelf for your favorite garden books can make the space feel lived in. If you love entertaining, add an outdoor bar cart or a foldable dining table for flexibility. Lastly, think of your garden as a space for making memories. Whether it's a hammock for lazy afternoons, a play corner for children, or a quiet nook for reflection, the best gardens are those that invite you to linger, explore, and connect with nature in your own way. Creating a beautiful home garden is an art, but it's also deeply personal. It's about blending design principles with your lifestyle, climate, and personality. Whether you lean toward a lush tropical escape, a rustic cottage retreat, or a clean modern layout, the most important thing is that your garden feels like an extension of your home. We've explored how to understand your garden's potential. Choose a style, select and layer plants, add water features and structures. Embrace sustainability, enhance with lighting, and finish with personal touches. Each step builds on the last, turning a patch of land, or even a balcony, into a space that's both functional and beautiful. Remember, gardens are living, evolving spaces. They change with the seasons, mature over the years, and often surprise you with unexpected blooms or visiting wildlife. Don't be afraid to experiment, adapt, and let your garden grow into something even better than you imagined. If this video inspired you, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to Home Design, and ring the notification bell so you don't miss our next deep dive into home and garden design trends. Share your favorite garden idea from today's video in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you're planning for your own space. Here's to creating a garden that's not just beautiful to look at, but a joy to live in. Until next time, happy gardening.